Hi everyone, my name is Natasha and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to show you not one, not two, but three simple healthy breakfast ideas. It will take you about 10 minutes for each breakfast and it's extremely healthy, it's extremely tasty, and most importantly, it's very beautiful to look at. So let's get started. First recipe is going to be the extremely famous avocado on toast. This recipe is super easy to make, it's super healthy, and it's perfect for a breakfast alone or in two. For this recipe we are going to need one big avocado. Mine is huge, so I'm going to have some leftovers. I have here 4 slices of rye bread. You can use any toast of your choice. I'm going to use a bit of garlic and I'll show you how. Just if you don't like garlic, skip it. Salt, olive oil and pepper we are going to need for all 3 recipes. So let's get started with this recipe. First I'm going to toast my toast, yeah, and I like it quite toast, so quite like crispy, for 2 reasons. Because I'm going to use some garlic and it's easier to rub it in the toast. So I have here for one person, so 2 slices of bread. If you are using a bigger slice, you can use only 1. So I'm taking my garlic and I'm just rubbing into the toast. This gives a nice flavor to the toast. I just take a bit of salt and sprinkle it on top. Just a bit of olive oil. Okay, and now I'm going to start with our avocado. I'm cutting it in half, just like this. I'm spinning it around and I remove it, half of the avocado together with the seed. I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to mash this avocado. To mash the avocado, I'm just going to use a spoon and just by the skin of the avocado I'm removing it easily from inside. I'm going to set this here, taking a fork, sprinkle just a bit of olive oil, a bit of pepper. If you like lemon, you can add lemon, a bit of salt, and just with a fork make it a mash. Super easy and fast. Now I'm taking my toast and putting it on top. As I said, this amount of avocado, it's enough for 2 people, and my avocado is huge, so I'm going to have for 1 more slice. Why I like this breakfast idea? Because it's super fast, it's super healthy, and it's easy to make. It's in 5 minutes you have a beautiful breakfast for 2. Okay, so for the next toast, I'm going to use the same, just a bit of garlic. Here I have some parsley leaves for decoration. Okay. Some of the salt, just sprinkle a bit on top, a bit of olive oil, I'm going to set it aside, and for here, to remove the seed from the avocado, just put your knife, turn it around, and the seed is out. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to use spoon just by the edge of the avocado skin. I'm removing it carefully. Okay. Removing it on the board. My avocado is not very pretty, but you can remove this part. You can set it aside. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to slice it in very thin slices. And I'm going to put it on top of my toast. So very thin slices. Okay. Taking my toast and arranging it just like this. Okay. Again, the second slice. So I'm going to slice it from here as well. Okay, just like this. I'm going to set this aside. Now it's decoration time. So here we have 2 plates for avocado on toast. In order to decorate it, I'm going to sprinkle just a bit of peppercorns to give it a bit of flavor. I'm going to sprinkle some salt on my sliced avocado because in my mash I have already salt. And I'm going to add just a bit of olive oil on top for this glossy finish. Okay, here the same, just a little bit. And I'm going to add 1 poached egg. Just like this. And I'm decorating it with a bit of parsley. And it's entirely up to you if you'd like with a tomato. Okay. And yeah. So to give it a glossy look, I'm going to sprinkle just a bit of olive oil on top of the egg. And just a bit of pepper as well. So here, the idea number 1 for healthy breakfast, and this is avocado on toast. We have mashed avocado and we have sliced avocado. For this recipe, literally takes 5 minutes for preparation. If you would like the poached eggs, you place them on top. If you don't like it, you just skip it. It's a perfect vegan option as well, of course, without the egg. It's very healthy because of the avocado and because of the oil and because of the rye bread that I'm using. You can use any toast of your choice that you have. It's perfect with any toast, with any bread. So let's get started with the breakfast number 2. For our second breakfast idea, we are going to need a bit more ingredients, and it's going to take about 10 minutes to make, but this is a very consistent breakfast, like full breakfast. So we are going to need, as usual, olive oil, salt and pepper. I'm going to need a toast as well. It's entirely up to you what toast would you have. I have rye bread, so I'm going to put there 4 slices, 2 slices each per each person. Yeah, I'm going to need 1 medium onion. I'm going to need 4 chestnut mushrooms. If you don't have chestnut mushrooms, you can use any mushrooms of your choice. And I'm going to use a bit of homemade hummus as well. Leave in the comments below if you'd like to see the recipe of the hummus. It's super easy to make. It takes like 3 minutes from scratch, and the taste is amazing. You can have it at any time in your fridge next to you and use it in your recipes. So let's get started first with our toast and put it in the toaster. So 4 slices, yeah. And I'm going to start preparing our actual mushrooms. I'm going to fry them. I'm going to set this aside. Our pan is on medium heat. I'm going to add our onions. I'm just going to fry them just a bit for about 30 seconds or so, because I want to make sure that my mushrooms are caramelized as well. Because this breakfast idea is all about mushrooms. So when the onions start becoming to change the color and become translucent, we can easily add our mushrooms. I like my mushrooms to be caramelized and in chunks. Don't worry that it seems so much, because it's going to reduce in quantity. And we are frying everything on about medium to low heat for about 5 minutes. So this is the color that I want them to be. I'm going to season them now. A bit of pepper and salt, and that's it. You can add some herbs if you'd like, it's entirely up to you. Okay, and just a bit of salt to taste. mixing it well together. Just look how much it reduced. So we have this amount enough for 2 like big toast, and I'm going to make 4 small toasts. Okay, so let's start assembling it. So here are our toasts ready for our mushrooms. I'm going to take the garlic, just a slight okay, just like this. 1 spoon of homemade hummus, freshly made just before I started this recipe. Okay, spread it around. I'm not going to use any salt and pepper here on the toast because the hummus is seasoned and the mushrooms are seasoned. I'm not going to use neither the olive oil because I added olive oil in the mushrooms. So I'm going to put just like this the mushrooms on top. 1 spoon for each. Yeah, so this hummus helps actually to hold the mushrooms on the toast. Okay. Make sure that you are spreading them all around the toast. So you saw that it seems a lot in the beginning of ingredients, but now it's just fine. Okay, I'm going to garnish them as well. So I'm going to use, as usually, parsley, and I'm going to use for 2 of the toast the poached eggs. Okay. For a nice setup of a breakfast, make sure that you're using nice plates as well. I'm in love with food styling and trying to arrange everything, like to add bursts of color. Okay, so I'm adding the poached egg. I'm just going to season the poached egg with salt, pepper, and a bit of olive oil. Just a drop of olive oil. A bit of pepper. And just a bit of salt. This is the vegan version of the avocado on toast, of the mushrooms on toast. Again, I'm adding just a bit of color here, just like this. And I'm going to add a tomato here as well for decoration. So just like this, arranging it in a line. And here we go. We have a colorful plate of food. Vegan version without egg, and if you'd like more consistent, you can use a poached egg on top. It's perfectly fine. It's everything made from scratch in about 10 minutes tops, and I made my own homemade hummus. Leave your comments below if you have any other interesting ideas for breakfast, or if you are using this breakfast, what maybe other ingredients you are using, or maybe other ideas of decoration and so on. don't forget to leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe as well, because I'm posting every week at least 2 videos of healthy, interesting and simple food. So let's get started with the third recipe. Here you go, our third idea of breakfast. It's super easy to make. It's worth that extra 3 minutes of working, and it's going to be an amazing fluffy omelette. So let's get started. First thing what we are going to need, 2 medium eggs, we are going to need salt, and we are going to need pepper. If you'd like to add like toppings like some cheese or maybe tomato, it's entirely up to you. You can have these toppings. I'm going to show you later on how to use them. Okay, so let's get started. First thing what we do, we are going to separate our egg yolks from our egg whites. And to do this, there are a few methods of doing this. Yeah, if you are separating this way the egg yolks from egg whites, make sure that you are washing your eggs before using them. You don't want any dirt to get into your omelette. Okay, so just like this. So we are going to season our both egg whites and egg yolks. Just a bit of salt for both of them, and just a bit of pepper. I'm not going to use any pepper in the egg yolks because I want that layer of egg yolk to be yellow. And yeah, so meanwhile I'm going to set our pan on low heat. Very important, low heat, because we are going to cook it slowly. Okay, and we are going to prepare first the egg yolks with a fork. Just make sure you have to make sure that everything is mixed well together. So this is going to be the first layer that actually is going to make this omelette look nice and golden. Yeah, after we finished this, we're going to set aside. In a medium bowl, I'm going to place my egg whites, and with an electric mixer, mix it for about a minute. So now let's get to the pan and let's start frying. With a brush, I'm going to just like few drops of olive oil, and to make sure that we are brushing our frying pan, I'm going to place my egg yolks right in the center, and I'm going to spread them around and using a spatula I'm going to remove my egg whites and I'm going to place them on top of the egg yolks. If you like your omelette more than 2 eggs, is even more beautiful because it's going to be more fluffy. Yeah, just spread it around just like this and it's going to be like a cloud. Okay. On the lowest heat, and I'm going to put the lid on and I'm going to fry it about 2 minutes. So after 2 minutes, I'm going to add my topping, and this is going to be just a bit of mozzarella. Putting the lid back on, about 1 more minute. Okay, so our extra minute passed. This is our cloud. Yeah, just look how fluffy it is. Carefully you want to take it from the bottom and make sure that it doesn't stick to your pan. I'm going to fold it because I know that this part is covered completely with egg yolk. As I said, you can use 3 eggs and it's going to be even more fluffier. So with a spatula, extremely careful, I'm going to use 2 spatulas. Yeah. So I'm going just to fold it just like this. Now with a spatula, extremely careful, I'm going to transfer it to my plate. Yep, on the bottom and from the top, just like this. Here you go, our beautiful omelette. It's ready with a beautiful little salad on the side. And you made a regular omelette that is very boring into an extremely beautiful breakfast dish, which is delicious, it's beautiful, it's simple, and it's super fast to make. So this was our third idea of breakfast. I hope you enjoyed it. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm posting 2 new videos each week. So here was my recipe of 3 breakfast ideas, super easy, super healthy, super simple, and most importantly, it's super fast as well. So in 25 minutes, I plate up 5 plates of food, delicious food. Some of it is vegan. If you are vegan as well, if you would like to use eggs, you can totally use eggs. So let me present. So first I made the avocado on toast 2 ways, so sliced avocado and mashed avocado, which is here, and we have 2 plates of that. I used rye bread because I love it. I have as well 2 plates of mushroom on toast, which is super consistent. If you have something to do and you know for sure that you are not going to eat for a few hours, you just prepare this breakfast. It's 10 minutes to make. Don't forget as well to decorate your dishes in order to be most beautiful, because this is your first meal of the day. It has to be important, it has to be beautiful, it has to be healthy and consistent as well. Yeah, so I used on one of them with poached egg, and one of them just as a garnish I used tomatoes. And here we have the fluffiest omelette that you ever seen with a side salad. And as well, as you notice, I'm using plates like black and white mainly, and I'm trying to combine them. Use beautiful plates, use beautiful food, eat beautiful, eat healthy. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and to like, and write your comments down below if you have any other ideas of healthy breakfast or any other breakfast. Maybe I'm going to make a video out of that as well. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to check my other videos, and see you in the next video. Thank you.